Hey everyone, and welcome. We're diving into something pretty huge today, generative AI for your business.
Whoa. Yeah, big topic.
Now, I know you're probably thinking, hold on, I'm running a business, not coding the matrix.
Right.
We hear ya, but seriously, you can't ignore all this Gen AI buzz, right?
Yeah.
It's like everywhere you turn.
It really is.
And it's not just hype either. It really can change how you work, how you make decisions,
Mhm.
maybe even how successful your business is.
Yeah, the potential is definitely there.
But here's the thing. The adoption rate isn't quite matching all the hype.
Yeah, and that's what we're going to dig into today.
Exactly. And you might be surprised it's not the tech itself holding things back.
It's more about how we think about work and how we approach these new tools.
Okay, so let's break this down a little. I mean, Gen AI is powerful, right?
hmm
We all know ChatGPT exploded,
Oh, yeah. ChatGPT hit 200 million users a week at one point. Crazy.
but you're saying that's not translating into businesses actually using it.
Well, think about it. Most people are using it for fun,
Seriously.
writing poems or messing around with the chat.
I'm guilty of that for sure.
The real power is using it for serious work, for actual business problems.
So what's the disconnect? Why aren't businesses jumping on board?
Well, it's kind of paradoxical, actually. Gen AI works best for people who are already experts.
Wait, really? So the people who are already at the top of their game get even more of an advantage?
Yeah, it's kind of an amplifier. It doesn't replace expertise, it boosts it.
Okay, so give me an example. How would, say, a marketing expert use Gen AI differently?
Well, they wouldn't use it to come up with their whole strategy from scratch.
Right, makes sense.
They'd use it to refine their message, generate targeted content, analyze data to see what's working.
So it's like having a superpowered assistant to help them do what they already do well.
Exactly. They could achieve in days what might have taken them weeks before.
So like a musician with a really amazing instrument.
Perfect analogy. They still need the talent and skill, but the right tool takes them to a whole new level.
Makes sense. So then what about everyone else? I mean, busy business owners, people who are already swamped?
Well, that's a second paradox. The people who could benefit the most from that efficiency boost are often too busy to even learn how to use it.
It's like having a faster route on your GPS, but you're so focused on driving, you never even look at the map.
Exactly. And it all comes down to how we work our existing workflows.
So you're saying the way we've always done things might be holding us back from really using Gen AI,
Right. A lot of businesses are stuck in these traditional step-by-step processes.
which doesn't really work with the speed and flexibility of Gen AI.
Exactly. It's like trying to fit a square peg in a round hole.
So how do we break out of that? How do we start working in a way that actually takes advantage of Gen AI?
Well, that's where I think the idea of Gen AI evangelists comes in.
Gen AI evangelists.
Okay.
I'm intrigued. Tell me more about that.
Think of them as the in-house AI champions, the early adopters who've really embraced Gen AI.
So they figured out how to use it and they're getting real results.
Exactly. And they're not necessarily tech geniuses. They could be anyone from sales to HR.
It's about the mindset then.
Totally. They're excited about the potential of AI and they're finding creative ways to use it.
So they're kind of showing everyone else how it's done, leading by example.
Right. And there's something powerful about peer-to-peer learning. Seeing your colleagues using Gen AI successfully.
It's less intimidating than listening to some outside expert.
Absolutely. It makes the technology feel more real and the possibilities start to seem within reach. It's kind of contagious too. One person starts seeing the benefits and pretty soon the whole team is trying it out.
Yeah, it's like show, don't tell, right?
Yeah.
Seeing is believing, especially when it's someone you work with facing the same challenges you are.
Exactly. And that's where leaders come in. They can really encourage this by empowering those Gen AI enthusiasts.
So it's less about forcing everyone to use AI and more about creating the right environment.
Yeah, give people the space to explore, to experiment, to figure out how Gen AI fits into their work.
It's not about replacing human skills.
No, it's about amplifying them. Giving people the tools to do their best work and be more efficient.
Like giving architects a really powerful design software.
Exactly. They still need their creativity and expertise, but the right tools can help them achieve so much more.
Of course there's going to be a learning curve with any new tool.
Sure, but Gen AI is designed to be user-friendly. Most of these tools are pretty intuitive.
Yeah, I think we've been conditioned to think AI is super complicated.
Right. But the reality is a lot of these Gen AI tools are surprisingly easy to use.
So it's not about being replaced by robots.
It's more about partnering with them.
Oh.
It's like having a really smart assistant who can help you with all sorts of tasks.
Brainstorming, analyzing, data writing, content even.
Yeah. And that frees you up to focus on the stuff that really requires your human expertise.
Okay, so let's recap. We've got these two paradoxes. Gen AI works best for experts, But those experts are often too busy to learn how to use it.
Right.
And the solution seems to be these GenAI evangelists leading the way and promoting a culture of experimentation.
Exactly.
But let's bring it back to our listeners. What does all of this actually mean for the average business owner?
The key takeaway is GenAI can truly help businesses of all sizes, but you have to rethink how you work. You can't be stuck in the old ways.
So it's about being flexible and encouraging your team to explore GenAI.
Exactly. Find those internal champions, the people who are already excited about AI, and let them lead the way.
How do we find those people, though? Are they just hiding in plain sight?
You might be surprised. They're probably already there. The people who love trying new tech, who are always looking for ways to improve things.
They might even be using GenAI in their personal lives.
Right. So instead of forcing AI training, create an environment where people can experiment and share what they learn.
So knowledge sharing, internal communities, maybe some fun workshops.
Exactly. Make it clear that learning about AI is a good thing.
It's about fostering a culture of curiosity and continuous learning.
Exactly. And that's how you stay ahead of the curve. This isn't just about keeping up, it's about being a leader.
So by embracing GenAI and adapting our workflows, we can unlock a whole new level of productivity and innovation.
Right. And it starts with realizing that GenAI isn't a threat. It's a powerful ally
It's about humans and AI working together.
to achieve amazing things.
Yeah,
It's like when the printing press came around.
exactly. It changed how we share information, and GenAI can change how we create and solve problems.
Yeah.
And just like the printing press didn't replace writers.
It gave them a new tool.
Exactly. And that's what's happening now with GenAI.
So as we wrap up here, what's the one thing you want our listeners to walk away with? What's the call to action?
Find your GenAI evangelist. Look around your company, your team, even your network.
Find that person who's already playing with AI, excited about it, and willing to share what they know.
Right. Have a conversation with them, ask questions, see how they're using it.
You might even find your own inner AI enthusiast along the way.
Absolutely. Embrace the change, explore the possibilities, and remember, the future isn't humans versus machines.
It's humans, AID machines working together.
To do incredible things. It's a pretty exciting time.
Well said. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of GenAI.
Thanks for having me.
And for everyone listening, keep learning, keep experimenting, and most importantly, keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible. Until next time.